the revenue neutral. But what about all the votes that got us in the state where we are right now? You can miss one meeting, and well, you weren't at that meeting. One time, a dude told me that I'm running against. Hey, well, I didn't get that email. You only got it like 30, 40 times. It's posted on the internet. And I know his trolls, his bureaucratic trolls, watch everything. But look, the reason I start complaining about Lawrence Bay is because it's gone on a decade. You know, Jetto meets every quarter, and Jetto could solve the issues with the tax collection. You know, I can't still get it. You know, who's supposed to collect the taxes? I can't get an answer even through Cora. Is it Susan Duffy? Is it the county commissioners? Is it Rich Eckert? Is it our city council using the special clause that Rich Eckert said when cities can foreclose on payments that aren't being made for the extras? But why are we even going to do business with this guy? You know, he should pay current. It's not that he owes the money, forget that. That horse is out of the barn. We have been paying the money. We've been paying his way. We pay his way to live on this little lake. We even maintain the lake, the dam, and mow fields for this guy. No, I'm not going to work for you. You're a schmuck. You don't pay your way. But the people, the dude I'm running against for mayor, he could be doing this. He could be doing it now. You don't need to be the mayor. You don't need to be the mayor to do the right thing. Boy, I tell you what, the haters come out. I've gotten some evil, hateful emails. Look, I had to make a call just a minute ago to a friend of mine, because sometimes it's who delivers the message. You know, there's some messengers that don't get shot because they know how to deliver the message. And that's what I'm counting on. Any of the 9,213 people that voted for me in the county commission, I'm counting on you today to either hear this message or deliver the message to other people. I've had 5 or 6 people tell me that the primary vote count for my opponent, that's the hard number because everybody came out in force. You know, the primary was so divided amongst us, you know, between 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd. And I felt a little depressed. But I got so much encouragement from so many nice people the day after, except one guy. One guy. And then that one guy it really changed my whole attitude towards politics. And actually, you know something? I'm so glad that over my lifetime, I've had a business life and then a freedom. I've had freedom to fail on my own nickel, being an entrepreneur, being a broker, being a developer. I kind of feel sorry for like a lobbyist. You know, he's owned by the system. And after a friend of mine said, hey, you know, he's going to have a conflict of interest being the mayor and a lobbyist. So maybe he just quits being a lobbyist, gives full time to being mayor. But you can't. My whole life, I work for the people today. I work for anybody that has interest in commercial real estate. I get a lot of phone calls from people in real estate. Just, hey, what would you do? I'm flattered. I appreciate it. I love them. I love the real estate business. It's fun. It's been true freedom for me. And Mace Rich gave me the opportunity to live in 11 different towns and see the country. And people ask me, hey, how you doing? And I tell them, I go, it's like going to the Blind Tiger at happy hour and trying to tell people to quit drinking. And I see a lot of similarities in politics and alcoholism. I really do. And some people have asked me to get on and tell the 444 story. And I may do that. Because on May 2nd, 2015, at 4:44, Henry died. The old Henry died. And there's a new Henry today. And I'm so aware. I've been fascinated by freedom and politics. And I think about what our founding fathers went through. I think about how we got over here to America. I know how the Bantleons got over here more than I do the McClures. But I know what got us here to the Midwest. It was the Civil War. McClure was a Yankee chaplain, discharged to Topeka, and Henry Bantleon was a Yankee child that actually joined the Union Army. And I'm proud of my heritage. I'm proud of what got us here and into Topeka, and what my family has done here, the heritage of my family here in Topeka. My grandfather's service to 501, my dad's service to Stauffer Communication as an attorney. I even think my dad ran for some politics, and I know my stepmom ran for some politics. But then I'm also willing to stand up to any party that's out there, any party whatsoever, because the party hacks and all, not anybody, not any one person has all the answers, and especially me, because I'm trying to ask for help. That's why I think it's important to give the government back to the people, and not the bureaucrats and the hacks and the lobbyists. That's all bull. But if we had a citizens committee and we engage people, you guys, take it from me, when you change your ways, this Henry, the true essence of Henry that I am now, doesn't want to live under the rule of the Chamber of Commerce. And think about the hotel. If you just made it about the hotel, but I'm telling you, I can go back as far as Topeka being formed, and yes, Topeka. And originally, the economic development money was designed to broaden the tax base and increase the population. It was used to make land shovel ready and add infrastructure. And we've gotten so far off that, where there's a staff up there, spending $3.5 million in just overhead. There's, the $9.5 million in sales tax to go to the AT&T building just to enrich one guy. You guys, this is your government, and if you if you just put the same people in, it starts becoming the definition of insanity. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. But it's just like alcoholism. I was telling a friend of mine the other day that it's like Groundhog Day. If you've never seen that movie, that's the life of an alcoholic, a drug addict. You wake up in the same place every day. In Topeka, you got to wake up, because look at the state of affairs. We're $1 billion in, or $500 million in debt. We've got a hotel that's stupid. Whatever deal, Braxton Copley doesn't have the capability. And if Braxton Copley is actually running this city, well, there's a big problem right there. Somebody needs to cozy up to our city manager and enlighten him. I know a person that we could put in his place today, even the city manager's place. But, hey, look, we've got to change our form of government. We're going to have to face it. The county doesn't want to assume the city's debt. And look at the county. This whole thing with Lawrence Bay, it all started with me contacting Kevin Cook. And then Kevin Cook, man, he hangs up the phone so fast, and he calls Jim Klossman. And then I get an email from Jim Klossman. And then Jim's the head of Go Topeka. What you guys don't know, and you're not thinking about this, is how many deals aren't being done because the NGOs, the people that run the Greater Topeka Partnership, the Chamber, Go Topeka, how many of those people, make decisions on our behalf and people are turned away? Go Topeka, we need to take away all the land that is entitled, that is titled to Go Topeka. And quite frankly, Go Topeka needs to be dissolved, and then that $5 million is earmarked just to go into the roads. Look at the ballot. I posted the ballot several times. The ballot, what was more important to the voters at the time of passing the sales tax was getting roads fixed. And our roads have been such a problem. And so look, let's get it down to basics. And I'm going to tell you something here. As an alcoholic, after a decade of being clean and sober, my money situation has definitely changed. Like, hey, where'd all this come from? And I tell you even more so today, I'm not going to put my money to losing propositions, even if it costs me votes, even if it's my own party that doesn't want to support me, because I'm no longer going to support them financially because of values, different values, and God save their soul. But I'm willing to stand up to the universe and say, we deserve better as people here in Topeka. And what we need to do, if you've ever seen the movie Groundhog Day, we need to turn November 4th, first Tuesday in November, to tomorrow. For those of you that don't know the movie, Groundhog Day is he just keeps living the same day over and over and over again. Until he finally makes all the changes that he needs in his life, and he gets to move on to tomorrow. And that's what November 5th is for us here in Topeka. It's tomorrow. But I need you if you can see the true essence of Henry and believe in me, I just need you to tell somebody to vote for me. I need your help personally. There really isn't anything you could do wrong to help me get elected. This is serious stuff. You know, I hate to say it, well, I couldn't do any worse than those guys, but I couldn't. It's a shame what goes on in the city and how they go about it. So October 5th or November 5th, no matter what, we're going to have a new freedom. Me, I'm going to have to double down and work twice as hard because I'm going to have so much more responsibility as a leader, and or I get to focus on being able to change it from the outside. So many people say, man, imagine, it would be great having you it would be great having you in the mayor's office because we would know what's going on in government. Imagine me still beginning, why am I going to stop making videos? We need to have complete transparency. I think this November 5th thing is a good idea, because we need tomorrow in Topeka. We need it more than you know. Well, so many of you know it. But think about everybody that's against me doesn't want to change. They love Groundhog Day. They feel safe. They feel comfortable in Groundhog Day. You know, what if we really had to change? And that's why people don't change. They're not afraid. People are afraid to live right. You know something? It's like your diet. You know, wow, if I don't eat that, I won't get 400 pounds. And if I don't drink that, I won't end up in jail. You know, seriously. Well, look, I need your help as citizens. I need you to tell 10 people and hope they tell 10 people. But that's what it's all about. It's about tomorrow. That's why I've loved the change of May 2nd, 2015 at 4:44 in the morning. Because now I know there are tomorrows. And I do know that tomorrow comes. Henry McClure Live, telling you like it is. Thanks for listening in. And if nobody's told you they love you this morning, I love you. Thank you. Amen.